Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode from Backyard Boys, and as you guys can tell by the tone of my voice, I am beyond pumped. Guys, this M6 is flying right along, and in this episode we're going to be hopefully done with all the bodywork. That front right door over there is kind of freaking me out, but I think we can tackle it down, get it all mudded out, get it all blocked out, and ready for primer by the end of this episode. But guys, we have one really important question. What should we do with the color of the car? Do we remain the same? Well, yes, I already cut the doors in. Remember that. So in the last episode or previous episodes, I cut the door in red. So the color is gonna stay red. But should we make it just a hint darker? Should we make it more lighter, brighter? Just, you know, we could go a little bit brighter, darker, and you'll never ever tell with the cut in and the exterior of the car. You know, I say that because this door has already been painted. So if you look at the inside here where the scratch is, it's already been painted. And from what we see, it looks like the car is just maybe a hair brighter, like pinker, because I don't know, we've had it, well, I've seen different M6 and they look darker. This one looks a little bit bright because I'm not sure the other one I saw, but it was darker and it looked more aggressive, more meaner. We could go just a tiny bit shade darker and it's gonna look different. You know, it's gonna be the same color, but there's different variances. So we'll see. We'll see once we get to the paint shop. Another good news is that we're gonna be able to film the whole entire paint process here. We're gonna show you guys everything. It's gonna be awesome. We got a new area where we can paint at now, so it's gonna be much easier to paint. It's gonna be much easier to film everything. The guy there is super open to us filming, so that's gonna be awesome. So stay tuned for all that, guys. I wanted to show you guys what we have kind of the cutout of work in this episode. I want to say one more thing, guys. We're gonna go ahead and bring merch back. I'm gonna go ahead and start emphasizing on that. I really want to put my merch out there, and it would be awesome if you guys can support and cop yourself some merch. So I'm working on couple of new merch designs and stuff like that, and we do have a very exciting new build coming next Sunday. So not this upcoming Sunday, the next Sunday. I'm gonna go ahead and say a date because you don't know, maybe someone's watching this video a year from now. So let me say the date for that is gonna be July 17th, 2021 is gonna be a brand new build. And if you're watching this a year from now, go ahead and hop onto my channel, check out July 17th. That build is absolutely insane. Let's go ahead and start working. We're basically done here. We gotta do a little bit more knocking out over here, but I wanna show you guys what's scaring me, what's gonna take the most time. Come over here. So as you guys can see, the door, I showed in the previous episode, but not in detail. Fat dent here, here, here. This thing is mangled up here as well. We got a piece here, here, and the most scariest part is this down here. So I'm gonna take my time, we're gonna make it perfect. It's an aluminum door. We're gonna take the door panel off, knock things out, make it all straight, make sure that our body filler is just absolutely thin to a point where it's almost not there. And after the car is painted, I will do up close shots, every angle, anything you guys want, just to show you guys that I actually try on my bodywork. And I actually try to make it perfect, OEM-like. And there was a couple of comments of people that don't know what OEM stands for. It's like OEM meaning like original from dealer, never hit, or like never touched. OEM meaning like never, after the dealer it was never touched, I guess you can say. That's how I will translate it into my own words. Besides that, I do want you guys to comment. I want to go ahead and produce better content for you guys. I truly do. So I want you guys to comment exactly what you guys want. So for example, you know, less talking, less work, more work, things like that. Things that you guys would want to see in the channel. Things that you guys would want to change with the channel. Not really change because I'm gonna be continue doing my own stuff, my own style, but I hope you guys can enjoy it. I do want to bump up my views, and I do want to satisfy the thirst of your guys' viewing thirst. Like, what do you guys want to see, you know? So let's go ahead and hop right into this car. We gotta get this thing busted out. We got a new build. We got a lot of stuff coming to the channel, so we gotta get this thing dropped off for paint. Let's get right into work. So we're busting through the bodywork and we came to this little spot here. We're gonna go ahead and change this gas door, this whole assembly, and show you guys an easy way for those of you guys that don't know how to change it. Well, I guess not an easy way, just the proper way. So there's these little holes in 4 corners usually, but there's one here as well. These holes are where the clips that hold this whole gas door assembly are. So what you have to do is drill the holes. Say you're changing this quarter panel, this is what you gotta do. This one too. And then here, you'll find these things you push down on with a flathead. You'll push down on them and they should come out. You gotta do that to all 4 of them. So I'll show you what they look like. So this is what they look like. See this? So when you drill that hole, here's that hole, you drill it, you end up right on top right here. You put something in there, it pulls this pin down, it unlocks your door lid assembly, gas lid assembly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and remove this one. And this. So yeah, it's kind of how it comes out. I broke these clips, I didn't care about it, didn't want to bother with it. But it's kind of tricky how to insert it there, but it's kind of tricky how you got to insert it in there. It goes like this, and then you got to go over here and put the new one on. So there's one connection here, one pigtail. Besides that, thing is trash. But what we're gonna do is actually leave this open for paint. It's gonna be just a million times easier to back mask this here, paint all this in. It's gonna be literally professional, like OEM. I did want to mention this though, when you guys are getting a new one or a used one, say you bought a used one and it has those holes drilled, you have to seam seal or glue those holes in because you don't want water getting inside here. So that's one important thing. So make sure you guys know that. We're gonna put the gas cap on, leave the car like this for now. Okay, so we're gonna go to lunch right now, but right before we go to lunch, we want to mud this out here and here. The term mud means body filler basically, because Bondo is a brand, but mud just kind of body filler. Some acetone, make sure this thing gets fully degreased, just fully make sure the body filler sticks on here like a charm, because we don't want this to ever chip, to bubble up, to do anything. So clean that, swap this over, knock this one down here. We're doing a small section like this first. Well, there's gonna be glaze that's gonna go a little wider here and here most likely. This I'm feeling like I can block out, so I should be fine with that. But I'll show you guys how this all gets done. So with this damage down here, kind of bent the edge of this door. You can kind of see it twists just like that. You should be able to get it out though. Woo! One hit magic, no? Yeah, a little bit here now. A little bit here. Yes, sir. A little bit on the edge. And then if you want to do like an edge, you just kind of bend it like this. That way, here's just the edge, just like that. And then we can remove that. And we can take a look. Gap to the door is perfect, or to the side skirt on the door. Throw a little laser beam, and we good. Trust me guys, I have been seeing the requests of having Ed do some more work on camera, so it gives me a little bit more free time, get the camera into my hands. Let me show you guys what he's doing. He's pulling off the side skirt. I mean, he knows how to pull off side skirts. He knows how to do a lot of work actually. Most suspension work, a lot of stuff. Just when it comes to body work, it's a little bit of, I would say, more of a skilled trait rather than just pulling off a fender. Where you got to repair a fender, you know, and you got to like shape all this stuff and just kind of feel it with your hands. Something that you got to acquire after a while, after some time, after some experience. But right now what we're doing is pulling off the side skirt, and to pull the side skirt off, we got to pick up this door a little bit because there's this little nick right here that just won't let you, and the side skirt needs to slide out, but it just won't because of this. But anyways, we're working with the front door, and you know what, quite happy with the front door. Still gonna do a little bit more hammering, but all we really have on this door is just hammer marks from me using the hammer dolly and stuff like that. It's an aluminum door, and it was kind of hard to work with, but it wasn't hit hard enough to have, you know, to actually give me a big problem. So you got that off?
Yep, ready to go.
Ready to rock? You want to pick up the door? I'll drop the side skirt.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pick up the door. Up a little bit. A little more. Alright, yeah. Ready? Is it still on somewhere? What's going on? What's going on, Ed?
Uno segundo.
Okay, there you go. So now I can
Pop it off.
Yeah, let me get. There you go. Now go ahead and slide that door right back on. We're good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, basically that's how the side skirt comes off. So this side skirt is gonna need some plastic repair up here. See that? And then we have some plastic repair here, and some, ouch, I didn't really see that. This sucks, whatever. We'll get it figured out. Basically got all the metal, the stuff done, all the metal of the car done. We're left with this jazz here and body filler. So pretty exciting. This thing's gonna go to paint hopefully next week. We'll record everything, it'll be awesome. Man, this camera really picks up orange, but it's really not orange, it's red. So I went ahead and sharpied everything that needs to sand down to metal for me to do the rest of the body work on it. And that right there is so hard to reach, that it's insane. But it's kind of like the other door, so it'll be fine. It's literally just like that much. Oh, what's going on? So it's literally just like that much body filler. Dude, it's just the tiniest amount. I try to make everything perfect. Like, I have a little square speed. It's not gonna show much, but like, look at that. Like, hang on, let's see if I can even see that. Like, that's just the tiniest amount there. That's just that, like, it's crazy. Literally super flush, everything. Quick DIY, ready? There she goes. There she goes, brand new. By the way, thank you guys for commenting that you guys want to see Ed work. Okay, I can take a little breather and show you guys what's going on. So, see out here? They're literally clearing us out. This used to be all forest, for as far as you can see, all the way out there, it used to be forest. We used to have wildlife here. We used to have coyotes, deer. We would dirt bike here. We made completely dirt bike trails all the way. Like, there was just a ton, like all of this was forest. So now they're cutting us out completely. kind of sucks. Kind of really sucks actually, as a matter of fact. So I guess the hunt for a shop starts. But you guys will see why I don't have a shop just yet. On the Sunday of, I don't know what date that was, next Sunday. In the beginning of the video I did quote it. Look at that, it's still working. My guy, dude. I'll pay you guys later for commenting that you guys want to see him work. He still doesn't know that's all bots commenting. No, I'm just kidding. So I went ahead and degreased it once again. We are ready for some glaze. I want to go ahead and tackle this right here, then continue on to the door. I just kind of switch around everywhere, but I'm ready for some glaze here. This spot here had a little dent. This one here, I went from the inside and massaged it out, so it's perfect. This dent, it's kind of hard to reach, so I went ahead and just used the spot puller. We're ready. We're gonna go ahead and glaze this out right now, finish this, and this should be fully ready for primer, and we hop on to the next part. So let's get that done. I'm using a DA right now, 80 grit, to roughen things up, just to see if I need to add any more glaze. Is there any more body filler? Is there any low spots or anything like that? I don't want to sit here and block all day just to kind of save my energy for when I actually need to block it. So we're gonna go ahead and roughen everything up and then see if we need to add or not add, and then block from there. Also, make sure when you're doing this, block is, or the DA or block is flat. You can't be using an edge. When you're testing out, you can't be using edges. Flat, 100%. So we are gonna leave this off right here for now. Catch you guys tomorrow morning, but let's do a little quick progress update. Quarter panel is basically done. Glazed it out, didn't like the finish, so I glazed it once again. It's gonna be 100,000% perfect once I'm finished. The door and the other door need a little circular block, which I don't have, so tomorrow morning I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up at our local Wesco or some kind of auto body shop. Go ahead, pick that up, that way I can get this curvature. So this right here, it's nice little fluid. And when I deal with the flat block, it's really hard. You know, it's always hitting one edge at the same time. So it's not good. I'm gonna go ahead and get that circle block, get that done. But for now, I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. We're busting right through this thing. Can't wait to get it primed. Can't wait to get it painted. And let's get it. Catch you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, so it's the next day here. We went ahead and stopped by our local shop. We picked up some blocks. So we picked up a different block. You guys can see here. This is the block I use. This is the block that I just bought. This is gonna help us with exactly what we need. See this crevice right in here, this little divot, whatever you wanna call it. It's nice, and I'll just go ahead and block this out smooth. With this, it's really hard because you're always hitting edge. So you can't hit flat, you're always hitting edge, and it's just not, it's not accurate, it's not good. Went ahead and picked up some primer, picked up some more stuff. So we got a long block like this, nice and flimsy, thin one as well. And then we got a circular block, completely like a cylinder block, sorry. And I don't know if this is gonna work that great, but I mean, it'll probably do pretty good for like the final block, you know, before we actually prime it. So let's go ahead and get an 80 grit on this. We need some rough to knock this stuff down. So put an 80 grit on it, like, oh wow, it's kind of weird, like so. And see what this does. So we are just about ready to body fill this and make this look super clean and super perfect, but I wanted to quickly show you guys what this looked like before. So pop up a picture, what it looked like before. Yeah, pretty mangled up. Take a look at it now. I went ahead and fixed everything that I could. It's pretty darn perfect. I went ahead and just wiped it down with some acetone, make sure our body let's call it filler sticks on it really nice. But this whole line here is just perfect. The way it feels, it has this like semi little curve to it. It feels very good. This will be really easy to Bondo and should take us maybe one try with Bondo and second try with the body filler, or with the glaze, sorry. First run with Bondo, second run with glaze. Slurring my words, man, I'm pretty excited. Let's get this thing done. Let's go ahead and mix some stuff up, apply it onto here, and continue working on the rest of the car. This episode here is kind of annoying because there's a lot of similar work. That's why we try to get through it real quickly, show you guys the most interesting stuff and get through the episode. That way on the next one we can prime the car, get it all, you know, looking like I guess more paint ready, you can say. After primer we have paint. Everything from there is just downhill. It's super exciting, so let's keep working. A little spot I wasn't liking. Something I wasn't feeling here. So guys, we are now ready for the glaze on this door, and I wanted to give you guys a quick little tip. Make sure you guys are using some kind of high pressure to blow out the body filler extremely close, extremely hard in every single place, everywhere, because you're gonna get pinholes like this. I don't know if you can zoom in on the camera, you'll see a bunch of pinholes here. See that stuff? And you want all that stuff to be removed with basically the glaze. You want all that stuff to be filled in with the glaze. So it's gonna might be a little loud. Something like that, because if you use just like a napkin or some kind of shop towel or some kind of microfiber cloth to just wipe it, all these holes are not gonna be visible because they're gonna be filled in with dust, which is not good for when you put the glaze on. So let's go ahead and get this glaze on. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys off right here. Caught the mask. Whew, that was a lot of work. That was just a crazy amount of work, and I apologize that we might not have a video out for this Sunday or Friday. Depends when this video comes out. I might drop it on a Sunday because more people are free, better views. But I just want to tell you guys that some videos take half a day for one full video. Some videos take 5 days for one video. This right here took us about 4 days. This took a lot of work, maybe 3 days I would say. The door is basically done. Don't want to take too much time. This video is like probably over 35 minutes long, but the pillar here is saved as well. Pretty impressed on it. It looks great. Gap here looks amazing. Everything looks amazing. So, that much jabbering. That's it. That's it for this episode. This right here is gonna get fixed in the next episode. I did just pick up some fiberglass reinforced filler. Just went ahead and re-glued this edge to make sure that the gap on it is nice. That's a little spacer sitting in there. Make sure the gap sits pretty. So that is gonna be the next episode. Alongside with that, we're gonna prime the vehicle. And then one more episode after that, probably blocking and prepping it for paint, because there's so much work. Full entire car, we want it to look professional and OEM like perfect, so we're gonna take our time. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in, and I want to tell you guys one thing. We have an extremely amazing build, possibly top 5 out of YouTube, maybe top 10 on YouTube rebuilds. So it's gonna be a very fun one. It's just something that is mind-blowing for me, and I will have a merch drop on that day. And my birthday is in like 2-3 weeks, is July 30th. So if you guys can do one thing for my birthday, is sell out of my merch. There's only gonna be like 50 of them, so that's gonna be pretty easy, I guess. I hope so, at least. If that goes well, I'm gonna continue doing merch. I just found out a whole bunch of companies around me. Everything ran all my numbers, and I can basically have merch sent out to you guys fast. I'm not gonna have a management company anymore. I have a wifey that can ship everything, so that's gonna be super amazing. So that's just kind of the stuff that's coming to the channel. With all that being said, thank you guys so much once again, and on to the next one. Peace out.